Hey everybody, here we go, and it's gonna be lovely. I'm ready. How about you? You ready? Hey, but look, so here we are on this Wednesday, May 14th, 2025. We need to talk. Uh, People, let me put this to you as directly as I possibly can right now. We're in the collapse right now, and honestly, it's astonishing to me how this is not getting even the slightest bit of media attention. Actually, it's not astonishing at all. You can't be allowed to know what's going on in any way, shape, or form, pretty much ever. This is what's happening right now. We spoke about this recently about corporate debt, the spreads widening here, what's going on there, the collapse of the system literally underneath it all. And this is always the canary in the coal mine. So I want to outline that with you, what's going on here, so you guys and girls can really understand and have a perspective on what you need to do. Look, man, if you were to turn on the media outlets, any of them, they're all telling you how great everything is. We're fantastic. It's beautiful. Just keep on doing what you're doing. Despite the fact that inflation continues to rise, we found this out yesterday by their own freaking numbers. And you know, these numbers are all fake. The real numbers underneath this are astounding. The US dollar right now, you look this up for yourself, is declining at a rate of 9.5% per year. And again, the dollar as of right now has already lost 99, almost 99% of its value since the inception of central banking. And they want the rest of it people again. I spoke about this recently. My buddy Scott out here, my new buddy here. Thank you for sending me that chart here. I evaluated what's going on. The work that Scott did demonstrated clearly that we're pretty much out of time. I did talk about this. I wrote a paper on it for all of you guys and girls. So look, man, with regard to what's happening here, with regard to corporate debt right now, in my opinion, and look, I study this stuff like nobody else. This is it, man, and it's happening right underneath our noses. Nobody's talking about it. I don't know a single person that's talking about this right now. We're certainly not going to hear any of this out of the Federal Reserve or from puppet presidents or anybody else. So we're going to cover that extensively. In just a moment here. Let me just cover the market just real quick at the open. You got stock futures slightly higher. Nothing major going on over there. The dollar is getting hit pretty good. 10-year yield, these bond yields are flashing that we do have a problem. You got cryptocurrencies under a little pressure. You got gold, silver, and of course crude oil today under a little pressure. We've had one heck of a run up though with regard to crude oil on the back of what's happening here in the Middle East. It's pretty astonishing. And now of course with this deal that President Trump has made with the Saudis, they're going to be getting $142 billion worth of state-of-the-art military equipment. And as President Trump said, he's going to supply them. You know, they're paying for it, of course, with the most up-to-date military equipment on the planet, and we're all friends now. So that's one whole thing. But I want to talk to you guys and girls. I want to start off with this. This is in your inbox right now, and I want to hear your comments about this. On paper, this actually sounds pretty good. This is with regard to a new program that President Trump wants to start. It's baked into this record high spending bill, and most of you already know what this is. But I want to talk about it a little bit more, and I want to hear from you. Is this a good idea, a bad idea, or well, you guys and girls, let me know. So. Again, this is in your inbox, but let me read this to you. So I wrote Lions. Most of you are already aware of this. So with that, I would like to hear your thoughts. So please comment. So as a part of this new spending bill, included are $1,000 MAGA accounts. $1,000 MAGA accounts. Well, what is this all about? Most of you already know, as I said. So officially, it's being termed Money Accounts for Growth and Advancement. Sounds great. These accounts aim to provide every U.S. citizen child born between January 1st, 2025 and December 31st, 2028 with a $1,000 government-funded investment account at birth. Sounds good, right? All right, so far we're on the same page. This is basically a mirror of what the Democrats were proposing, called baby bonds. Anyway, so let's move forward with this here. So these funds, how it would work, would be invested in low-cost index funds. Now, the account holder could access these funds upon turning 18 years old and could use these funds for education and a home purchase or starting a business. Now, withdrawals from these accounts obviously would be penalized. Now, again, keep in mind that these $1,000 MAGA accounts basically mirror what the Democrats were calling baby bonds. Now, so Lions, how would these MAGA accounts, be funded? As always, it's the Federal Reserve. And here's how it would play out. Congress passes the spending bill with MAGA accounts. The Treasury borrows the money to fund the $1,000 per baby program. The Fed buys the debt directly or indirectly to keep yields down. This is how it always worked out. Now, what this means is, of course, new digital dollars are created and deposited into those accounts. So no matter which side of the aisle you sit on, I would imagine that if the Democrats weren't putting out this kind of program, the Red Hats would say this is the best thing that's ever been created in the history of the world. So I really want to hear from the Red Hats here. Being that these $1,000 MAGA accounts basically mirror what the Democrats were proposing, called baby bonds, do you support it or do you not support it? Do you think this is a good idea? I would love to hear from you. I personally think the government should stay out of this. But that's just, that's my take on it. I want to hear from you because, again, this just gives the Federal Reserve an opportunity to, again, do what? Monetize more debt. And obviously it means currency purchasing power losses, devaluation, and debasement. But that's just me. I do want to hear from you. Now, guys, with regard to this, let me explain this to you again. Please understand what I'm saying. This is it. When I tell you that this is it, this is the key here to understanding that the debt market here, it's a time bomb. We all know it's a time bomb. It's going to go off. But right now, not only is the fuse lit, this particular event that is occurring right now, it's not maybe if it's happening in the future. This is happening now, okay? So this tells us that the underlying issue here with regard to the collapse, we're in it. We are in it now. So let me read through this for you. Now, again, this is in your inbox right now if you do subscribe to my newsletter, link in the description of this video. So Lions. So why is this the canary in the coal mine? It is the canary in the coal mine. And look, man, a lot of you guys and girls study business, you study finance, you study economics. Tell me where I got this wrong. Okay, look, I don't pretend in any way, shape, or form to know everything. I do not know everything by a long shot, okay? But I think this really does spell it out, exactly what's going on. So let's do this again. So why is this the canary in the coal mine? The bond market, especially corporate debt. Now, people, I wrote here, this is always the signal before the meltdown, and that's what we're getting right now. So look back on history for as far as you want to go. These are facts, and again, if you are free to disagree with them, but if you believe these are not facts, I want to hear from you on this one. So because unlike stocks, which thrive on hype and illusion and buybacks and nonsense and garbage and propaganda, okay, the debt must be paid. That's why this is the canary in the coal mine. So and the moment companies cannot either roll over their debt or refinance it affordably or pay it from earnings, well, it's just freaking over. Now, this is what's happening now. Again, we're not speculating that this may happen. This is actually going on here. We heard from Moody's recently on this. We even spoke about it. So here we go. Corporate debt maturities are hitting right freaking now. Corporations loaded up on cheap debt during the, scamdemic. All right. Now, as we have spoken about recently, high yield spreads are quietly widening, and it's getting no attention at all. This means that lenders are what? They're demanding more compensation for risk, and it's getting bigger. Now, with this, cash flow is shrinking across all of the sectors, despite the pumping of the markets that they're trying to do here, and they're jawboning about, let's see, Lutnick over here. We have a trade deal. Never happened, never materialized. This UK-US trade deal, it's the deal that isn't. The so-called deal with China, it's nothing but a strategic postponement here. There's no deal. There's no deal here. You may think there is because, again, you support the man, because He's got to tell you the truth. He doesn't know how to tell you the truth. No politician knows how to tell you the truth. They're all liars. They all support a system that is nothing but an illusion. So anyway, as I was saying, with this, cash is shrinking across sectors. Revenue is either flat or declining due to inflation, consumer weakness, and of course, slower global trade. That makes the debt harder to service. Are we on the same page so far? Does this even ring true so far to you? Okay. Defaults are accelerating, but they're being hidden. People are not being allowed to know what's going on as usual. Smaller companies and zombie corporations are quietly defaulting or restructuring. Now, Moody's, the credit rating agency, in a recent publication stated, and this is the numbers they're letting you know, okay, they're letting the cat out of the bag here. Moody's in a recent publication stated that U.S. default rate on speculative grade debt, junk here, is rising towards 6%. Personally, I think it's more, if I had to tell you what that number really is, and this is realistic, I'm going to tell you it's more than twice what they're letting us know, and that's just what's happening right now. Why is this so dangerous? Because corporate debt is the connection between Main Street, Wall Street, and the freaking banks. It's the conduit here in many, many ways. And that's why, again, this is getting no attention on the media outlets. Absolute zero. So although Moody's did mention it, okay, so I can't say absolute zero, maybe 99%. So if enough of this turns toxic, banks themselves will get hit with downgrades, and that can't be allowed to happen. Why? Well, let me finish this. It also would create capital buffer issues. These banks, again, I understand that they have a main line directly to the Federal Reserve, and I wrote that here. But if this secret were to get out, again, right now it's being covered up. You're not hearing about it on the media anywhere. And Trump isn't going to tell you. Powell isn't going to tell you. No one's going to tell you this is going on. But Greg Mannarino, he's going to tell you straight. So if this were to get out, okay, the news here, it would shake confidence in the system. And with that, exchange traded funds and pension funds, which are holding this debt primarily, okay, would start hemorrhaging value. And this would, oh man, this would be quite an event. And it's going to be, because it's happening right now. This will freeze up credit issuance. Here is where the Fed will start to slash rates. We know it's all coming. Every one of us knows it, okay? And in doing so, rapidly destroy. Fed cuts rates, rapidly destroys whatever's left of the purchasing power of the dollar, and boom, a new system will emerge. People, do you not see this? All the stuff that you and I have spoken about, do you see how it ties together? These aren't just random thoughts that come into my head here, okay? Everything I talk about with you guys, you don't understand how obsessed I am with this. I don't stop thinking about it. Even when I sleep, it's kind of like around the clock. It's an obsession to me to track these things in my own hand and then get this stuff out for you. I have so much stuff in the pipeline that I want to get out to you guys and girls with regard to this. But believe me when I'm telling you on this one. I'm telling you guys and girls right now that, again, this is not speculation. This is happening right now. It's happening. Everything I just outlined here for you, again, this is in your inbox. If you subscribe to my newsletter, this is all there right now. And everything that I told you here, verify it. Just see if I'm lying, okay? Because Greg might be lying to you, okay? Verify everything that I say is true. And if you realize that what I'm saying, this is true, and understanding that this is the canary in the coal mine, realizing that this means the collapse has begun. It's begun. We're in it right now. Why do you think President Trump is screaming from rooftops that we need a weaker dollar? Screaming from rooftops that we need lower rates? Because he's aware of this. Do you not believe that the President of the United States isn't aware of this? The Federal Reserve is certainly aware of it. The banks are aware of it. Everyone else is aware of it. The people, we the people, are always the last to know. So if we know this, you don't think they do too? Really? Honestly? So I want to hear from you about that. And I want to hear from you about this. Again, Trump's $1,000 MAGA accounts. This is a mirror, basically, of what the Democrats wanted to do. So this is not a partisan issue. So for you red hats out here, they're not even going to answer. I can guarantee you that not one single red hat is going to answer this, because they can't. They become mute. When they understand that the same program that President Trump is using is the Democrats' program, they become mute. They can't say anything. They become spiritually paralyzed because they literally can't speak against what they know is the truth. And that, my friends, is devilism. I love you guys and girls. Here's my issue. I'm going to try to do a live stream later. Remember yesterday I tried twice. They blocked me. I could not go live. So if I cannot go live later, trust me on this, I will get information out to you. So I really, people please, man, this is important stuff across the board, what we just covered. I want to hear from you. Tell me where you stand. Let's see if a single red hat answers this question that I just proposed. Do you like this? Do you support it? It mirrors the Democrats' same program. So my bet is you don't support it, but you don't have the guts to say it. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. All right? Love you guys. I'll see you one way or the other later. Please share the video. Please get it out there. If I've earned you a thumbs up, I work so hard on this stuff, people. Do you think, I really, really work hard on this stuff for you, all this stuff. It's all in your inbox right now. So if I've earned you a thumbs up, I would appreciate that, all right? See all you guys and girls later, one way or the other.